Attention is breaking. Not slowly, not subtly. It's being shattered. Notification by notification, scroll by scroll, tab by tab. Most people don't realize it yet, but they can barely sit with one thought anymore. Reading feels hard. Thinking feels exhausting. Silence feels uncomfortable. And if we don't fix this soon, we don't just lose productivity. We lose our ability to learn, to create, to feel deeply, to be human. So here's a simple challenge for you. For the next few minutes, watch this video in full screen. One-time speed, no multitasking, no background scrolling. Because I'm about to share 5 science-backed steps to rebuild your attention span before it's too late. They're not complicated. They don't require expensive tools or superhuman discipline, but if you actually apply them, your focus will improve. And I know this works, because without these steps, I wouldn't be able to sit down and think deeply for hours at a time. I'd still be checking my phone every few minutes, wondering why nothing meaningful ever gets done. Let's start. Step 1. Set a baseline. You can't fix what you don't measure. So today, grab a book, a real one, set a timer, and read. No phone, no music, no background noise. How long can you go before your mind wanders? Before you feel the urge to check something? Before your body wants to escape the chair? Push gently, but don't judge yourself. If it's 5 minutes, that's fine. If it's 10, great. If it's 2, that's information, not failure. Write that number down. That's your attention baseline. From here on out, your goal is simple. Train your attention like a muscle, starting small and stretching it gradually. Step 2. Eliminate the attention leeches. Your attention problem isn't just a discipline problem. It's an environment problem. Your surroundings are engineered to steal your focus. Billion-dollar companies spend every day figuring out how to keep you distracted. So stop fighting willpower battles you're not meant to win and redesign your environment instead. Here are 3 simple rules. First, create a no-phone zone. When you need to focus, your phone goes in another room. Not on silent, not face down, gone. Second, turn off non-essential notifications. If it's not urgent, it doesn't deserve instant access to your brain. Third, close unnecessary tabs. Information doesn't disappear if you don't look at it immediately. Your attention isn't broken. It's being drained. Fix the environment, and half the battle is already won. Step 3. Build a deep work ritual. Your brain loves patterns. Focus becomes easier when your mind recognizes a familiar signal that says, now it's time to work. That's why rituals matter. Some people light a candle, some put on the same playlist. Some sit in the same chair, at the same desk, with the same drink. The ritual itself doesn't matter. Consistency does. It's like pressing play on a soundtrack your brain already knows. So today, create a starting ritual, something simple and repeatable that tells your mind to stop wandering and start focusing. Over time, your brain will follow automatically. Step 4. Use breaks. Before your brain breaks. Your brain was never designed to focus non-stop. After about 60 to 90 minutes, performance drops sharply. Push past that point and you don't become productive. You become exhausted. So instead of grinding until you're fried, build recovery into your work. Short breaks, movement, walks, stretching, breathing. Think of your brain like a toddler. Ignore its needs and it throws a tantrum. Care for it properly and it performs beautifully. High performers understand something most people miss. Breaks aren't interruptions. They're part of performance. So here's a simple action. Schedule one 15-minute walk every day this week. No phone, just movement. Your focus will thank you. Step 5. Connect attention to meaning. This one sounds soft, but it's powerful. Before starting any task, ask yourself, why does this matter? Who benefits if I do this well? Then write the answer down. Keep it visible, because purpose fuels persistence. When attention is connected to meaning, focus stops feeling like a chore and becomes a choice. I learned this the hard way. There was a time when I kept getting distracted. I'd open my phone, watch highlights, do anything except the work. And then I realized something uncomfortable. I didn't know why I was doing it. Once I clarified my purpose, once I wrote it down and kept it in front of me, my attention stopped drifting. The work started flowing again. Final reminder. We love to complicate things, but attention is reclaimed through simple actions, repeated consistently. So here's the full system. Measure your baseline and train it like a muscle. Eliminate attention leeches from your environment. Create a consistent focus ritual. Take breaks before your brain crashes. Anchor your attention to meaning. Life isn't meant to be lived in 15-second increments. The sooner you reclaim your attention, the sooner you reclaim your time, your creativity, and your life. So start today, before it's too late.